Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Let's Build. Now, in last episode, we started the docks. They kind of got to they're not finalized yet because, of course, it's just outside the mountain, so I don't want to get too close because I want to be able to, kind of stick out the mountain instead of going like sinking in. So that's one we'll come back to another day. But now, we're gonna work on an area where to build the boats because I was gonna, start making boats this episode, but I decided there's no point in really having like an area that I like. No point in having boats going around when there's no place that even got built. So I was kind of thinking we could have it up here. So there's a crane lifting like logs and stuff. That's going to be the crane, and that will lift logs up and stuff. And then that will be where the boat's getting made. Where there'll be a little ramp that slides down here into the water. So that's how they're going to get it in. And so that's what I'm really thinking. For this episode, that's what we're going to work on. We're trying to go do it as quickly as possible because last episode was 40 minutes, so I'm going to give myself about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get most of this done. But if we don't get all of it done, it's not too much of a problem, but I just kind of don't want to be dragging it on like I did last time because I kind of lost track of time. It felt like it was like 2 minutes, but it was ended up being 40 minutes long, which is actually in the middle of processing right now because it actually took it took hundreds of years to even save, which is annoying because it was so long. So I was kind of hoping to get it out pretty quickly. So yeah, right, okay, we're gonna make quite a classic crane. It's gonna reach quite high into the sky. Maybe about that because I want to have a heavy stone down here, that's really gonna hold it in place and just hold it in place basically because we're going to try and make this as realistic as possible because basically you don't want just a pole holding like a crap ton of wood because it'd just get weighed down and end up snapping or something. So we're gonna design this and have like so it's weighed down a bit, I suppose you could say. Okay, do it kind of round it off down here. Because as I said in the last episode, if you haven't seen it, go check it out because I kind of want it to be your guys' like input into it. So on Twitter, go follow me on Twitter. My Twitter's in the description, and basically you guys can give me some suggestions on what to put because I've done a bird's eye view up there of like most of the area of the map for you, just so you can help me out. So yeah, that's really what I got to talk about. I'll be buzzing to get the next episode out because I just kept on wanting to build, but I can't. You kind of need to like what's the word? Take your time because you can't just go all in at once and like do it straight away because you need time to have like a look over it. And as overnight, I got ideas of what to do because I want to have a drawbridge. That's why I marked it with the red wool there. I kind of want to have a drawbridge because I don't want people to be able to just walk in as easy. Because like it's not well defended around here, and when there's trade coming in and out, it will have been like have a look at it. It's hard to explain. Yeah, we're gonna do a bit of designing in here. See what we can do. See what we can come up with. Make it look as cool as possible. So as I said, this is going to be an area for the boats to be crafted. I'm going to have a half-made boat basically, and then the logs will have been lifted up from there. Here. Okay, let's do that. No, we don't want that. Do them at the corners. Smeh. Say aye. See, vote aye. Get as much detail in here. I'm just kind of going with the flow. I've not exactly got a huge plan on how I want to build this, but I just kind of go like I've done a crane before, so I've kind of got a rough idea of what to kind of do. So where is the oak? This is oak. Is this oak as well? Because I kind of made a little mistake before. I'll get back to that another time. But I forgot to say, this has already been made. Since the last episode, as you know, it was quite long. I decided to, you know, do a bit beforehand, so you guys weren't sitting watching me do that boring bit, because honestly it was really boring. I have to say, I was going to record it and I went, you know what, this is actual boring as hell. So we ain't anybody got time for doing that. So I just decided not to, you know, record it. So, right, okay. I'm going to kind of do the logs so they're going like that. Right, we're going to do them to coming diagonally up. Okay, that's much easier. What am I doing? What was I even doing before? So when that's in line now, isn't it? Yep, that's in line. Let's get the fences going down here, so it's a bit more extra support, because we want it to be sturdy, as I said. It's like, we have, what's the word? I can't even remember. As I said, I want to make it as, I can't even think. Realistic as possible, that's the word. There we go, though. I want to make it as realistic as possible. So it just doesn't look daft, honestly. So this is what I'm kind of worrying about, because I'm not too sure how I want to build it. I feel like that's sticking out a bit too much. What is it? That's the question. That's the real question. Okay, so let's get some. Do we want it stone? No, we don't want it stone. We kind of want to do it wood. 1 second here. Okay. I don't know if I prefer that. Nah, I quite like that actually, but I don't know if I want it stone. I'm not sure I like it being stone. I'm gonna change that around, in fact. See what that looks like. Nah, but then the wood kind of looks weird. Unless actually, I kind of want to have it half and half. And this bit up the top. So yeah, I'll quite like that actually. It's a stone at the end, so it's quite nailed on and working. So right, we're gonna do the fences along here. Oh, whoops. Okay. How does that look so far? Nah, I don't like that. I do not like that one bit. Nah, I don't like that one bit. Nah. Well, how it's gonna work, what I'm kind of making it seem like how it's gonna work, is in here it's gonna be like, to turn it, it's gonna have handles like that, but lower, in fact. So maybe actually, I got an idea. I'm trying to think. In here, it's kind of like, what's kind of like handles? Something to grip onto. Push round, because it's gonna be pretty damn heavy, I have to say. I wouldn't want to be lifting it if I were the people or whoever lifts it. There we go, like that. I kind of want it to be like that, so it's kind of like it's getting pushed round in a sort of sense. So it's being twirled round, and that's how it's going to spin to lift the logs. Okay, let's get that down here. We're gonna have logs halfway, halfway like up, like getting dragged up already. So like it's in the mid process of getting pulled up. I'm just gonna do that to see what that looks like, because I'm kind of experimenting with this type of stuff. As I said, I had some experience, I suppose you could say, but I've not done a crap ton. Right, okay, we're not going to do that now. What we're going to do is get some of those grey logs. No, we cannot, nah, it needs to be oak, does it not? No, actually, I got a good idea, because jungle wood's got a weird texture. So what I'm thinking is that seems like a good type of log to use, in a sort of sense. You know, to use to seem like it's getting dragged up. I suppose we could do multiple logs at a time. Seem like it's clasped around. Jeez, that's so hard to say. I never realized how hard that is to say. Okay. I'm quite liking this the way it is right now. And what we're gonna do is get some rails. We're gonna set time, set day in a minute. Oh, I forgot we can't even do that, can we? So that seems like it's, you know, kind of, what's the word, getting held on. We're gonna use some cobble here to kind of stick out, because I'm kind of experimenting and I quite like the way it's going. But alright, okay, what am I not using? I'm not using the world edit right now because I was doing the land earlier. So we can get rid of that. Oh, we're not done it around here. We'll clasp it down there, like so. Now we're gonna slash time set day and some more rows. Kind of like straps, aren't they? It's pretty good. Right there. And then we'll do some fences like that. Alright, okay, that's pretty nice. I quite like that. I'm not too sure if the crane's been, like, I don't think the crane's got enough detail. Like, we could actually, like, that's been held on there. I quite like that because then it seems like there's a bit more support and it's been tied down. So I think that's how we're going to leave the crane. Now we're going to get on to kind of the broken boat because, well, not broken, like half-made boat. Because I've had a bit of an idea, a bit of inspiration on how to build it, or what you know, what to hold up, because it's going to be held up like mid build basically. Oh, don't want that there. So it's going to be like that. Right, 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're you know, fitting in with time, and we're keeping pacing up, but I don't want to rush it. I'm trying not to rush it, because we can go a bit over time. I just don't want to last at 40 minutes, because if you're that bothered, if like you want it to stay around the time I'm going to try and do now, let me know, because I don't want to last it too long for people to kind of drift off and be like, nah, I'm fed up watching this now. I want to do it a suitable amount of time, so it's not too boring. So these I've kind of made some sort of struts, I suppose you could say, that are holding up like the logs. I might not do a full boat. I might kind of like, yeah, I'm not doing a full boat. You already know that, but I'm kind of gonna do like logs on the side and do kind of a rough shape, because I'm not too confident on how to build the boats yet. But I'll become more confident, I suppose you could say, because they're not going to be too fancy. They're basically just kind of like this size, maybe a bit smaller, and they're just for transportation around the lake, so from the mines to the to here basically. Well, no, to the docks over there. So let's do that. Get in there. Because this is basically kind of how we're gonna do it. Like this is kind of a basic shape, like the way it's been built, and so we can go like that. It's not all gonna be this one material either. There'll of course be other materials, but we're just getting the basic shape, as I've said over and over. But I just kind of want you guys to get the idea that basic shape. Okay. So that's kind of half built. We can leave this side actually, and then we can go grab some. What should we use? We'll use oak. And basically come up one side. 9, 10. And that can kind of be a half built ship. So we're gonna grab some of the half slabs because it can kind of see kind of like the mast support. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. I'm not too, you know, educated on boats because, you know, I just don't really know that much. It's not a general thing you tend to know. Okay, so that's kind of like a half-built ship. We're gonna we'll throw in some like fences and stuff like that. Seem like it's getting built. We could maybe put in ladders. We'll put in some extra support like there and there. And then what we're gonna do is kind of start. Oh, what's happened to you? Oh, wrong wood. What type of wood is it again? It's dark oak. Or is it spruce? Or is it? Oh yeah, it's jungle. Okay. Oh, I got rid of the fences, you know. Okay, get back in there. Just kind of put it like that so it's extra support because it's quite heavy. Boats are pretty damn heavy. If I know that much. They're gonna be very heavy things. So where are the ladders? We're gonna get in some ladders here. Like maybe they're just climbed up because they're gonna have to be able to get up somehow. And right, okay, so we kind of got this area. Like we're gonna decorate a bit. Tell me if you really want me to decorate in a video as well, and yeah, just let me know if you want to see all the decoration. But for now, we're gonna do some barrels and stuff like that because we know we've got the barrel. I know we've got barrels, and other stuff like that. So we need barrels. Hold on a bit. There we go. And we could use these as sticky pistons as crates. And we're gonna kind of junk it up a bit so it's not all just normal. And yeah, normal. So it looks like there's some stuff going on. Let's put some boxes over here. There we go. Some more TNT there. Even though it's TNT, it's quite a good thing to have decorated with. There we go. And we're gonna block of iron. Looks pretty cool, I have to say. So throw them there. And okay, right, we've thrown some stuff down. Right, let's have a look. I don't know if we want to kind of make it a bit more moldy, or we can put some trapdoors on, because trapdoors are a very good thing for like decoration. I love using trapdoors, especially when they're quite fancy like this. Like they're pretty good things to use for decoration. So we're gonna put them line them along the side here, for that extra touch of detail. And we can actually put some up here. And I've got a good idea as well, just so it's a bit more lit up. We could just put some dark redstone torches there to make it quite dark. So it's a bit of light, to light up the area maybe at night, but it's not too bright. Let's put them there. Oh, that'd be a bad mistake. Oh, jeez, that redstone torch really isn't a good idea to have right there. Okay. So what else? We could actually put in some note blocks because they were good for decoration down there. Place it there and there. Okay, we've got some more crates and stuff like that. Right, okay, we're going to work on the ramp now. So we're going to make it out of stone brick. So it's basically just going to it needs to be lined up with here. It needs to be very gradual. So I don't know how far it's going to come out. That's the thing. We need to make sure it's wide enough. But at the same time, so it guides down and it's not too slim. I have to make sure it's done right. There we go. Alright. Okay, this is, yeah. So it's going to be very gradual and it'll just kind of edge into the water. Hopefully it doesn't go out too far. That's kind of one of my main concerns. That's going to go out very far and take up a lot of space in the harbour, I suppose you could call it. So let's get it all down. We'll put some sides on it so it's not just a slope. So let's get all this down. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's gonna go really far. You can't just do a normal slope though in Minecraft, unfortunately. Otherwise I just make it like a straight kind of slope down. Oh, but unfortunately you can't do that. Okay. Because if you've ever seen, and I always see, and it's always on fails as well actually, I've never seen it work properly, but on Fail Army, this is where I've seen it, a channel called Fail Army, basically I've seen ships trying to get pushed into the water on things like this, so they can actually go in, and basically it's always failed, but this is how they get ships into water in the first place. If it's on land, they just have a slope like this next in a harbour and just slide it in, and it works. It definitely works, so they would never use it. But I've actually got quite a good idea. So it's kind of like a dead zone. a dead zone I'm on about. I kind of it took me a while to register what I just said there. Like a zone where like it's kind of preferably you don't go in it, because I could trim down that island so ships aren't coming right up against it, so it's a bit safer. Unfortunately, this is edging out a bit further than I hoped, but you can't really make it. You have to make it, you know, gradual. You can't just total throw it in. So let's get this, and we can put some pillars below it so there's actually support for gravity, of course. Oh god, sorry, notification. Oh, there's another one coming up now. There we go. It's out of the way. Let's keep building. And we're almost out of the water. Okay, it's not going to go past there, which I didn't want, because ships aren't going to come right up there. They're going to go along the side into it. And look, by well, we've got time. Set it to day. Okay, so we're hitting about the 20-minute mark, so we're going to finish it up with with doing this in the pillars. And next episode we'll do some like maybe a little. We'll move away from this area because like this is like it is important. We might come back to it later just so we can get a bit of variety done, and then I could come back and maybe have a better idea over time. But we'll get this done definitely. And yeah, so let's get some logs so it's kind of like it's supported, even though it doesn't need to be. Maybe light up, so if they do it at night, they probably wouldn't do it at night if they had any common sense, because it'd be quite silly, I suppose you could say, to do it at night when it's darker and you know things could go wrong. It's easier to sort of stuff in the day. But we're gonna put some like kind of lamps down to guide it in. See, it's just a straight runway down. Okay, and three. Oh no, it sticks too much. It sticks up too much. Down. On there. Okay, and that's on the third one, so we're gonna dig down there. And there. Okay, right, actually we're gonna do that as well. Just kind of for OCD reasons, because it's kind of how I like it. Okay, quite like it to be even, stuff like that. Okay. Right, so we're gonna put some lamps around the place and finish it up there. We could maybe throw some chests down as well, but how do we want to do this? We kind of want to do it at the bottom. We don't want to do it on every one because that'll take a long time to put all the trapdoors and stuff. So we're gonna skip one. We're doing lighting, and so let's get the trapdoors and let's just get the half slabs ready. Okay, we'll put them on there then now. Boom. 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 And here, boom. And we'll get the rest of the... No, we've done them actually. Right, okay, we'll throw that on there. That on there. We'll do all the half slabs now. And we'll finish it off there. Because we're actually making progress pretty quickly, because we've done quite a lot so far. A lot more than I expected to have done at this time in the game, which I'm pretty happy about. Because one thing that really occurred to me the other night was that, well, last night in fact. Okay, we've done that a bit too high, didn't we? Aye, we did. Right. What occurred to me last night was that 1.8. I don't know if you'd have to reset the map. I'm pretty sure we could save the map and just have 1.8 blocks, but then. If people wanted to the water dungeon type things, but honestly, like, I don't really like. I think it's pretty cool that point of that side of 1.8, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, wow, that's pretty silly because, you know, like, especially the guardians. The guardians, is that what they are? The guardian things, and they look pretty stupid. In default, especially, I'm pretty sure someone could come up with something pretty cool, for like, you know, a texture pack, but I just think it's pretty silly. So we're gonna finish it off just after we get the rest of these on. We've done quite a lot actually this episode, and it's such like we've done like a lot more than the time that I've allocated to myself than I thought I could. Oh Jesus, and notifications, man. It's like there's some that internet thing's popping up again. It's annoying me. And there. Oh no, we got this to go. Oh jeez, so many lanterns. That's the thing. That's what I hate about builds, is the lighting. It's the lanterns that you have to get. So right, this episode we've accomplished a lot. We've done like kind of an area where the builders can go, and down in the next episode we're gonna throw some like maybe a little storage down there with the wood and stuff like that. Maybe like a kind of like a lumberjack type house, where he'll chop up the wood. A sawmill, that's what it's called. A sawmill down there, so he cuts the wood and sends it up there. Oh my god, notifications, man. Stamp! So yep, if you've enjoyed, please support it with a like and subscribe. Tell me on Twitter, actually, I've got a bird's eye view of the whole area. If you want, you can go and paint or something like that. Show districts or where you stuff you want to see go, because I want it to be interactive for you guys too, and you can join in and give me ideas, because I'm not that smart. I know I'm awesome and stuff, but I don't know everything. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day and peace.